So I'd like to introduce Dennis. Dennis, you want to come on up? We'll make this quick. Dennis is going to give us an update on Field Day this year, a wrap-up of what we did on Field Day, lessons learned, how we performed, what worked, what didn't work, what we can improve in the future. I think it's a complete wrap-up. So Dennis, it's yours. Let's give him a round of applause.
Oh boy. I'm going to put a lot of numbers up in front of you tonight, and I'm going to try to keep this 20 minutes, so we'll go pretty quickly. So please keep your hands and feet inside the car at all times. Okay. All right, so Herb, Jerry, Orion, probably the main organizers. I'm just doing the presentation tonight. Herb couldn't be here, so let's take a look. This is kind of what the summary was. We operated as our primary call was W6EK. We had a GoTo Station, Sacramento Valley. We did 4 transmitters, but we also had VHF and UHF transmitters and a GoTo Station that didn't count for the 4A. There's 26. Actually, there was a lot more than 26 people participating. There's probably 26 operators. And of course, Sierra Foothills. We ran off of a beautiful generator the entire weekend. And because we only ran 100 watts, we get 2 times the points. So that helped us out a lot too. So I'm going to throw some numbers up here in front of you. Countries. We worked 9 countries. The farthest probably Croatia or Japan. I don't know which one's farthest from us. Anybody know? Or is it New Zealand? I'd have to look it up on the map. But that's a pretty good effort, actually, that many countries on a field day. So what was the band and mode breakdown? This is kind of interesting. And try to remember this number at the bottom, that 1279. That's the total contacts that we made. And the next slides will convert that to points, and we'll kind of see where we were on points. But as you can see, 20 meters or 40 meters was the hot band, 671 contacts on 40 meters, and 452 close second on 20 meters. So 20 meters was really good on CW. That's where we made most of our contacts on CW. I actually got unseated this year for the first time in about, 5 years being top CW guy. But it was a lot of fun. So that 1279, you can see up there on that first column there, that was the total QSOs. And that converts to points because for CW QSOs, we get 2 points. Digital QSOs, we get 2 points. And then phone is only 1 point. So that all adds up to 2,165 points. So if you add those 2 numbers together, you're at 4,330. CW came out on top this year with 592 contacts. So on top of those points, we got a lot of bonus points this year. As usual, we had emergency power, that's 400. That's 100 points per transmitter on emergency power, which is really nice. And then, of course, public media, we had a forward-facing table that Jim, WA8MPA, ran, which was great. We did do a message to the section manager, and also some formal messages went out for 100 points each. Served agency, I don't know who visited. We had a school board member got us our 100 points from a served agency. We had an educational activity, youth participation. We had a safety officer, social media. A GoTo Station was 100 points. And then we also get 50 points for just submitting our score through the web, which is something that Herb did this year. So let's see, I think the next one's GoTo slide. We got 20 QSOs that we got to claim, and we got an extra 40 points for the GoTo Station. Does everybody know what GoTo is? That's get on the air. So what we do is we get a free transmitter that you do not have to be licensed to operate. So basically, we have a licensed operator operating that station, and anybody that wants to come and participate in field day can operate that station, and we get points for that. So it's called Get on the Air. Get on the Air, and it's just a way to kind of incentivize people that are not familiar with ham radio to get involved, get a better understanding of what it is to make a contact. All right. Okay, next slide, the top 10 operators. As you can see, I'm not at the top this time. Derek, W6DER, did a fantastic job. We actually were a pretty good team, either logging or copying. We had big runs going with people coming and trying to make contacts with us. He made 286 CW contacts all by himself. And then Jeff, KM6RGO, our top phone contact guy. He did really well. I came in at 141 CW, and then Tim, who was the digital guy, set up a really nice digital station along with Herb, and they made 78 digital contacts and 63 phone contacts and so on. Earl and Scott and Herb was in there. A lot of good participation this year. So let's see, how did we compare with previous years? Well, I went back to 2014, and as you can see by the numbers, final score for last year was 4230. This year, we actually set an all-time new record for Sierra Foothills. We did 4,330 QSO points. That was from a previous slide. And then the final score with the bonuses got us to 5,960 points, which is quite a bit higher than previous years. So we did really, really good this year. So how many, raise the hands, how many went this year to field day? Wow, good month. You have fun? Yeah, that was a good time. Ferris wheel never arrived. We had a Ferris wheel come in. Never. I kept kidding Brian because he kept setting stuff up. Okay, so with that, there's a lot of people to thank. It's impossible to thank everybody, but I wanted to thank everybody that participated. It was an excellent participation this year by everyone, as you can tell by the score. Big thank you to all the participants, food, safety, cleanup, the pre-planners and planners, Orion and Herb and a couple others got in. We had a lot of meetings to set things up, and it all really proves out when you get to the field day when everything goes smoothly like it did. That took a lot of planning to do that. Wanted to thank the teardown crews, the setup crews, those people that donated radios and antennas are probably still blowing dust out of the inside of the radios. I counted 23 operators. There's probably a few more. Jim, if he's around, the cooks, and thanks to the cook and bottle washers. Again, thanks to Jim, W8 MPA, and especially thanks to KK6 AIR Scott for use of the campgrounds up there. My light just went out. A few quick picks for those of you that didn't make it. I put a couple of them in here. There's the public information table where we had information about the club and ham radio and ARRL. And oh yeah, there's Brian's Pancake Grill. And we had a couple of really great breakfasts. And let's see, here's one more. That's the food. And there's Jim doing the food. And let's see, I think that's about it. So hope you enjoyed it this year if you went.